Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Tell a friend. Hey, everybody, here with another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be looking at the brand new game coming to the iArcade known as Space Invaders Infinity Gene. But before we go any further, let me just say if you like this video, any of the videos on the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, you can head over to my main channel and become a member. We got a great community that we're building over there and everything. So come on over and join in on the fun. Let me start this by saying this was a review copy that was sent over by the good folks over iiRcade. My take on Space Invaders Infinity Gene, and we'll be getting into it after my intro starting now. So, Space Invaders Infinity Gene is a shoot 'em up game released as part of the Space Invaders franchise. The game blends the series' classic characters and gameplay with the concept of evolution. The game was developed by Taito and distributed by Square Enix. The game was released on Android operating systems on July 27, 2009, after first appearing on Japanese mobile phones, and was later released to Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network in September 2010, and Android for September 2011. The game begins with the classic appearance of original Space Invaders. However, this soon gives way to the Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, setting the tone for the remainder of the game. At the start of the game, the ship features the general controls of being able to move left to right and shoot. However, by progressing through the game and earning genes, the game goes through evolution and introducing new aspects such as being able to move the ship in all directions. As the game progresses, evolutions unlock various features such as new weapon types and increased life limit, as well as an unlockable music and bonus stages. So here is Space Invaders Infinity Gene. And here are the different options that exist here on the main menu. You have play game, which is the main game, score attack, high scores, options, BGM player, and graphic. And here's the options menu. Here's all the different options that you can enable or disable. And here is the high score menu, which, there's nobody really putting any scores on yet. And then here is the control scheme for it. Just simple one button shoot and move the ship around. And now let's get into some action. This is actually score attack, which I'm playing here, and this is what I think most people will enjoy playing the most on the iArcade, will be score attack, because it's literally chasing down high scores, and this is where the leaderboard's scores are accessed. But as you can see, the game starts out, not too terribly different from traditional Space Invaders, and then at the end of the level just kind of ends abruptly, and then you go to these little end level scenes and get your scores, and you can see there's all the different levels, and they branch off either left or right. I'm not exactly sure what that's about, to be honest with you guys. And here, let's take a look at level 2. And the game gets progressively, more advanced with each level that you complete. Like I said, the first level is not too terribly different from classic Space Invaders, and then it just starts up in the ante with each new level you get to. And here's a look at level 3. And like I said, it just everything starts changing and the objectives kind of change. I mean, they remain similar, but here you can't shoot the spaceships, and then you got to collect these little blue balls. They're your genes because it's Infinity Gene, and that helps you upgrade your ship so you can get more than one shot, and it increases the speed of it as well, because you're really going to need some more than the old one bullet if you want to survive this, because this game is just a bullet hell is what they call it, because there's just going to be bullets flying at you from all over the place. And here you can actually upgrade your ship, and I like the rapid shot myself. And then here, look at the next stage here, and again, it just keeps getting more and more difficult, and then finally you get to the first boss stage, and this thing you kind of just have to avoid it at all costs because it'll just disintegrate your ship, as you see there. And then here we are back at the main menu, and now I'm gonna take a look at the main game. And what's cool about this is you can actually continue where you left off, so you can advance further and further, because there are 143 levels in this game that you can play, where Score Attack is more like a traditional arcade game. You only get the 3 lives. And here I am back at the first level boss, and see, you just got to kind of avoid the beam that's coming at you, and you can try to shoot him, but I don't know if it does any good, because you just kind of have to outlast it. It's not about destroying it, it just outlasting it and not dying. And then, oh, is that got me again? But I had another life, and you see I lost all my genes, so now I'm down to the single one shot again. I gotta get my genes back, and so I can get my ship upgraded again a little bit better. And see there, it just disappeared, and I survived the first level boss. And then here we are, you get to the second level, and it almost starts out like Galaga, which is pretty cool. And that's one thing I do really like about this game, is it gives you a little bit of a Galaga feel at times, a little bit of an Asteroids feel at times as well, and of course classic Space Invaders. And it's a modern game, so there's more of a modern spin, and you can eventually move the ship all around. You're not just locked at the bottom of the screen. So it really progresses nicely as the game goes along. And like I said, there's 143 levels to explore here. So there's definitely a lot of fun to be had for Space Invaders fans, for sure. And anybody that's into like classic arcade games, you might want to give this game a try. It's a modern take on a classic franchise, and not so much different than like Donut Dodo, but this one is actually made by Taito. It's an official game, and so that's a pretty cool modern take on the classic Space Invaders. And here I am putting in my name for high scores, because I did actually get a high score on the list. Here it is there. And here I am on the iiRcade leaderboard, so number 3 as of recording this video. So give everybody, guys, a little challenge, someone to shoot for. Mikey J's up there. Now let's take a look at these other modes. These are graphics, and I'm not 100% sure what this is all about. Just different things you can look at, I suppose. And then here is the BGM player, and I think people might really get a kick out of this and enjoy it, because you can kind of make your own music and your own beats here, and it sounds fantastic coming out of the iiRcade. Even out of the classic OG Gen 1 iiRcade, it sounds great. So coming out of the gold cab, it could be amazing. And then you can go in and have these cool visuals to look at while you're jamming to the music. So that's pretty cool. And as far as rating goes for this game, I'm just gonna, because I am new to the game myself, so I'm gonna lean on what the professional reviewers gave it. And if you look here, you see that it got a 91 out of 100, an 80 out of 100, 80 out of 100. That was from the Metacritic for these different platforms, as well as the OneUp.com gave it an A minus. Destructoid gave it a 9.5 out of 10. Eurogamer gave it a 9 out of 10. GameSpot gave it an 8 out of 10. And IGN gave it an 8 out of 10. So there you go. As far as ratings go, the game does seem to rate pretty well with the professional reviewers when the game was released. So that's definitely a positive and a score for iiRcade, I would say. I'm gonna wrap this video up by saying that if you're a big Space Invaders fan and you have an iiRcade, I definitely think this game might be of interest to you. It's $9.99 in the store, which isn't too bad, and it's a welcomed addition to the iiRcade library to now have two great Space Invaders games on the cabinet back there. As you see, I got Space Invaders Infinity Gene booted up there right now. Thanks again to iiRcade and everybody for sending me out this review copy. I appreciate it. And thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.